Hey everyone! Welcome to this English Learning Podcast. This podcast is here to help you improve your listening and enjoy simple English stories. Today, I want to talk about school. I will share my story and tell you what school was like for me. Maybe it will remind you of your school too. Are you ready? Let's begin. My school life. When I was a child, I went to a small school near my house. It was not a big school, but it was very friendly. I remember walking to school every morning with my friends. We talked, laughed, and sometimes ran because we were late. My school had many classrooms. Each class had about 25 students. We had desks, chairs, a blackboard, and colorful posters on the walls. My favorite thing in the classroom was the big world map. I loved looking at all the countries. I would dream about visiting them one day. We studied many subjects. We had math, English, science, and history. We also had art, music, and physical education. I liked English class the most. I loved learning new words and reading short stories. My English teacher was very kind. Her name was Ms. Anna, and she always smiled. She made learning fun and exciting. My favorite moments. One of my favorite things at school was reading time. After lunch, we had 20 minutes to read any book we wanted. I always picked adventure books. They made me dream about faraway places and exciting trips. I also loved lunchtime. I brought food from home in a small lunchbox. Sometimes it was a sandwich, sometimes rice and vegetables. My best friend Lily always shared her cookies with me. We sat under a tree in the schoolyard and talked about everything, our families, our pets, and even our dreams. Once I forgot my lunch at home. I was very sad, but Lily gave me half of hers. That moment made me feel very lucky to have a kind friend. Fun at school. We didn't just study, we also had fun. On Fridays, we had art class. I was not very good at drawing, but I enjoyed using colors. Once, I painted a picture of a rainbow, and my teacher put it on the wall. I was so proud. We also had music class. We sang songs and played simple instruments. I played the triangle and sometimes the tambourine. I was not the best, but it was fun to make music with my friends. We also had sports day every year. We played games, had races, and even tug of war. I ran very slowly, but I still got a small medal. It said, "Good effort," and I still have it today. Teachers and friends. Teachers are a big part of school. Some teachers were strict, but most were nice. They helped us learn and grow. They answered our questions and encouraged us to try. I remember my math teacher, Mr. Lee. He always said, "Practice makes perfect." I didn't like math at first, but Mr. Lee made it easier. He used games and stories to explain problems. Slowly, I began to enjoy it. My best friends at school were Lily and Ben. We sat together in class and helped each other. Sometimes we got in trouble for talking too much, but we had fun. We also worked together on group projects and learned how to be a team. We also played during recess. We played tag, hide, and seek, or just talked. Those small moments were some of the best times. Homework and tests. We had homework almost every day. Sometimes it was writing, sometimes math problems. I didn't love homework, but I knew it helped me learn more. I usually did it after dinner while my mom cooked in the kitchen. She sometimes helped me when the work was too hard. Tests were not my favorite part of school. I got nervous before tests, especially in math. But I always tried my best, and my teachers were proud of me, even when I didn't get a high score. They told me, "What matters is that you try." What I learned. School taught me more than just subjects. It taught me how to be kind, how to share, and how to work hard. I learned to speak in front of the class, to listen to others, and to try even when something was difficult. I also learned to believe in myself. Even if I was not perfect, I could still do great things with practice and effort. I'm very thankful for my school days. They were simple, but full of learning, friendship, and fun. Now, when I think of school, I smile. Questions for you. Now, I want to ask you some questions. Think about your answers. What do you remember about your school? What was your favorite subject? Who was your favorite teacher? Did you have fun at school? What games did you play with your friends? You can write your answers in a notebook or say them out loud. It's a great way to practice English and remember good times. Final thoughts. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed my story about school. School is not always easy, but it is a special place. We learn, we grow, and we make memories that stay with us forever. If you like this podcast, come back next time. I'll have another simple English story to share. See you soon. Bye for now.